let's look at the questions which are related to sequence and series, which are given from question number 36 to 45. So if you look at the ICET examination pattern, in the ICET examination, problem solving is having 55 questions of weightage. Out of 55 questions which are there in problem solving, there are 10 questions given from sequence and series. So 10 questions is a very good weightage. So we'll try to look at the questions on sequence and series, what is the approach and how to solve the questions of sequence and series. We'll try to understand in this session. Let's start with the prerequisites. So before you are solving the questions of sequence and series, you must remember the square numbers ranging from 1 to 25, very important, and cube numbers ranging from 1 to 20, cube numbers ranging from 1 to 20, and similarly alphabets from A to Z with the respective positions. This is a basic prerequisite, please do remember. And if you look at the questions which are related to sequence and series, so you are going to see question number 36 to 45 follows a definite pattern. Observe the same and fill the blanks with the suitable ones. These are the instructions for question number 36 to 45 which you see in 2023 ICET paper. So if you look at the questions of sequence and series, basically the questions of sequence and series are given in such a way that we have to find out next term or we have to find out the missing term. So basically we will be having the questions on finding the next term or finding the missing term. And how the questions are given is, questions are given in terms of letters or questions are given in terms of digits. So letter based questions and digit based questions are expected. That is what we call it as letter series and number series. And if you take a simple example question which is available here, so you are able to see 2E, 3J, 5O, 7T. What is the next question mark value? That means here they are asking us to find out what is the next term in the sequence. So I'm just trying to look at the numbers available. So 2, 3, 5, 7. What will be the next term? So what are 2, 3, 7, 5, 7? These are not odd numbers. Remember 2 is only even prime number we are having. So 2 and 3 and 5 and 7. What is the next prime number? It will be 11. So your answer choice should start with 11. Answer can be either B or C. And now you look at the alphabets. This is E. E position is 5. J position is 10. O position is 15. T position is 20. So that means alphabets are given with the 5 multipliers, 5, 10, 15, 20. What is the next alphabet? Which is 25. 25 means it will be ending with Y. So answer choice must be 11Y, eliminate option B, mark the answer as C. So that is how you have to look at the pattern. And mostly to solve these questions, I suggest you to remember the squares and cubes, and other case you have to find out the level of difference in solving the questions. We'll look at those questions once. You will get some clear clarity how the questions of 2023 paper is having. Look at the first question, question number 36 in TS ICET 2023 paper. So if you observe the data here, 33 1 by 3, 25, 20, 16 2 by 3, 14 2 by 7, something like that. They are asking what is the missing term in this. So how to find out the missing term? Let me check this. 33 1 by 3 is given. 33 1 by 3, if you convert this mixed fraction into the fraction, 33 into 3. So how can we convert the mixed fraction into the fraction? 33 1 by 3 to convert into the fraction, 33 into 3, which is going to be 99 plus 1 divided by 3. And this is how we used to convert the mixed fraction to the fraction. So we got this number as 100 divided by 3. That is fine. And what about the second number? Second number is 25. So 25, I am trying to make like this. I am writing it as 100 by 4. So if I write it as 100 by 4, what is 100 by 4? 4 2s are 4 5s. So it is 25. And I am able to figure out the pattern easily now. What is this? 20. How can we write 20? 20 is nothing but 100 divided by 5. And what about this number? 16 2 by 3. Can I write this as 100 by 6? Let's check out. 100 by 6 means 6 1s are 6. We left with 40. So 6 6 are 36. We left with 4 by 6. 16 4 by 6. We can also write it as 16 2 by 3, right? So we are able to understand there is a pattern which is going here. What is the pattern? 100 by 3, 100 by 4, 100 by 5, 100 by 6, 100 by 7. So what is the next term? Definitely 100 divided by 8. So 100 by 8 value, if you know, your answer is over. What is 100 by 8? We can write this as 50 by 4. What is 50 by 4? We can write it as 25 by 2. So half of 25, or we can write it as 2 ones are 2 twos are 12. 1 by 2 will be the answer, or 12.5 will be the answer. Mark the answer choice as option 4. Hope you are able to understand. Look at the question number 37. So in question number 37, they are asking us to find out the next term in the sequence. We are able to see the terms as 8, 24, 48, 120, 168 and 288. They are asking us to figure out the next term in the sequence. By looking at these numbers are started with a single digit, and then we went to 2-digit number and then 3-digit number. So maybe some multiplication or squares or cubes might be involved. So let's look at these numbers carefully. This is 8 and this is 24 and this is 48. By looking at these numbers, if you increase 1 to it, you will be able to figure out a pattern here. Because if you increase 1 and look at these numbers, you will easily understand that these are square numbers. And what is this? We can write this as 3 square minus 1. And this can be written as 5 square minus 1. And 48 can be written as 7 square minus 1. And the next number is 120. How can we write 120? 120 is nothing but 11 square minus 1. And 168 can be written as 13 square minus 1, because we know that 13 square is 169. And 288 is nothing but 289 is a familiar number for us, which is 17 square. So 288 is 17 square minus 1. What is the next term in the question? So if you observe these numbers, again you will be able to understand the simple pattern here. This is 3 and this is 5, this is 7, this is 11, this is 13, this is 17. What are these numbers? These are odd prime numbers. So if you look at 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. What is the next prime number? Next prime number is 19. 19 square minus 1 should be your answer. 19 square value is 361. 361 minus 1, mark the answer as 360, available as option 4. Mark it as answer choice. Hope it is clear. That's why I told you to remember the square numbers and cube numbers and memorize those values. Because they are not directly giving the square numbers and cube numbers. Not only this, even if you observe the previous TS ICET papers and AP ICET papers, they are giving 1 less or 2 less or n cube minus n square minus n, and n square minus 1, n cube minus 1, n square plus 1, n cube plus 1. These patterns are repeating patterns. So that's the reason, memorize those values, and while you are looking at the numbers, you can just easily connect with that. So let's look at the next question, question number 38. So in question number 38, we are able to see 10, 5, 13, 10, 16, 20, 19. What is the next term? So it is a very, very important repeating pattern in TS ICET. What is that? Is the questions which are related to alternative pattern. And you might be having a question. Sir, how can you identify this is an alternative pattern? We can easily identify this because there is no fixed increase or fixed decrease, or linear increase or linear decrease is not there. Then you have to realize that that is alternative pattern series, and it is a very important repeating model question in the examination. Please do remember, because if you observe 10 become 5, again it is increased by 8, and they get taken 13, again decreased, again increased. So there is no particular pattern going on. So if particular pattern means it should be keep on increasing, then you can go with the differences, or you can find out whether it is a square minus 1, cube minus 1. But when you have a fluctuating pattern like this, you have to realize that that is an alternative pattern. So once you realize it is an alternative pattern, solving the question is not a difficult task. Why? Because this is 10 and this is 13, this is 16 and this is 19. What is happening? There is an increase of 3 here. There is an increase of 3 here, there is an increase of 3 here. That means the next term will be increased by 3, 19 plus 3 will be equal to 22. And what about the other pattern, other numbers? So if you observe the other numbers, we have this as 5. 5 become 10, 5 into 2, 10, 10 into 2, 20, 20 into 2 should be your answer. 20 into 2 is 40, so answer must be 40 and 22 are the next two terms. They are asking only the next term. Mark the answer as 40. And remember, alternative is an important pattern, expected question in 2024 ICET exam. Next, moving forward to question number 39. So in question number 39, they have given the data like this: A, Z, B, V, T, C, something like that. They are asking the missing term here. And this question also, you can understand directly by looking at this question, you can understand this is also some pattern related to alternative. So if you observe these numbers, you can, these letters, these are starting letters A, B, C and E, and these letters are ending letters, and that too. So 26 and V is nothing but 22, and this is nothing but 18, R is 18 and T is 20, something like that. So you can observe one important pattern here. So A, B, C, what is missing in these two blanks? D is missing, and then we have E. So you can just look at your answer choice. Any one of these two blanks must have D. That means if you look at the option choices here, there is only one option having D in it. You can directly mark the answer using the common sense. And if you want to solve it exactly, you can just look at the pattern here, A, B, and they are missing of two letters, C, again two letters missing, D should come. And if you observe these numbers, this is going to be Z 26 and V is going to be 22. There is a decrease of 4, and again there is a decrease of 4. And if you observe this, this is 20, there should be decrease of 4 to get this. That means it should be P. So 20 minus 4 is 16, 16 is P. So like that we can find out the value. Let's move on to next question. Question number 40 here. Question number 40, very simple question. Again, repeating model question. So this question, 2, 4, 8, 3, 9, 27, 5, 25, 125, what will be the next terms? So if you observe, as soon as you see 2, 4, 8, you may not get some idea because those are even numbers. But if you look at 3, 9, 27, immediately you have to realize the point. What is the point we can realize? This is nothing but 3 and 3 square and 3 cube. And what about this? This is also 5 and 5 square and 5 cube. And what about this? This is 2, 2 square and 2 cube. So if you observe the numbers here, these are prime numbers. So starting with 2, and next one is 3, and next one is 5. And they are going with the triplets. What is the pattern? N square and n cube, and that too the n value is a prime number starting with 2. So 2, 3, 5. What is the next prime number? 7. So your answer choice must be 7, 7 square and 7 cube. 7 square is nothing but 49. 7 cube is nothing but 343. This should be the possible answer. So you can look at the option choices. There is only one option is having that. You can mark it as an answer choice. Moving forward to next question. Question number 41. So if you observe the question number 41, there is a numbers like 1 by 6, 2 by 3, 1 by 6, 1, 2 by 3. What is the missing term? This type of fractions questions are repeatedly given in ICET examination. If you observe the previous papers, last 10 years papers, if you look at, you are going to see this type of questions. So how to tackle these questions is convert these mixed fractions into the fraction. That is the only easiest way of solving all these questions which are coming in sequence and series. So, and making up a pattern, making the denominator same or making the numerator same, like that. You will realize a pattern. So if you observe here, this is 1 by 6, take 1 by 6. And this is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3, and I am converting this into the fraction. 6 1s are 6 plus 1, 7 by 6. And moving forward to the next, 3 1s are 3 plus 2, 5 by 3. And I don't know what is the missing term. And now to understand this better, what I am doing is, because the denominator is 6 and 3 and 6 and 3, to make it into a standard pattern, what I am trying to do is I am trying to convert everything into same way. That means I am trying to make the denominator as same. This is 1 by 6, and we can write multiply with 2 and divide with 2. So we can write this as 4 by 6, and this is directly denominator is 6. That's why I am writing 7 by 6. And if you multiply and divide with 2, there is no change in the value. It will be 10 by 6. And now you look at, there is any pattern going on here. So if you observe here, 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 3 should be 13. So 13 by 6 should be, the value should come in the question mark value. What is 13 by 6? 6 1 ja, 6 2 ja, 12, and 12 we left with 1 by 6. So 2 1 by 6 should be the value which is missing here. you can mark the answer as 2 1 by 6, which is available as option 2 for us. Hope it is clear. Moving forward to question number 42. So in question number 42, they given the values like this: 4, 10, 18, some term is missing, again 40, 54, 70. Like this, we are able to see the numbers. And if you observe the solvation here, we are able to see that 4 and 10, what is the increase? There is an increase of 6, because this is a common way to solve all the questions. You can use this approach. The way of approach for solving all the questions is, most of the questions of sequence and series is just go with level of difference. That means just finding the difference between the consecutive terms. So difference is 6 here, and what is the difference? Difference is 8 here, and what is the difference? Difference is 6 and 8. So if you don't know what is the difference, so 6 and 8, difference is 2. So the next one should maintain a difference of 2. To maintain a difference of 2, it should be 10. To make it as 10, 18 plus 10, it should be 28. That means the missing term here is going to be 28. Mark it as answer. And is it following the pattern? So 6, 8, 10 and plus 12. If you take plus 12, it is 40. Plus 14, yes, it is following the pattern. So differences are even numbers starting with 6. Moving forward to the next question, question number 43. So in question number 43, they have given the terms like this: 1, 7, 25, 74, 241. What is the term missing? So if you observe these numbers, 1 and 7 to 25 and 25 to 75. So by looking at these numbers, I realize there is some multiplication factor, because immediately the number is started with 1 and immediately it is going to 3-digit number. Maybe some multiplication or square or cube might be available here. So to understand this, 75, 79 and 25. By looking at this, I realized one pattern. Only by looking at these numbers, 25 table, will you get 79? No. But in 25 table, 25 into 3 will be equal to how much? 75. But they have taken 79. Maybe they have added 3. Added 4 for it. So maybe 25 into 3 plus 4 is giving this. Is it matching with the other ones? Let's check. 7 into 3 is 21. 21 plus 4 is 25. Yes. Is it matching with this? Yes. 1 into 3 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. Yes, we realize the pattern here. The pattern is the number is multiplied. If there is a number n is turns to be 3n plus 4. So multiplied by 3 and adding 4 for it. This is a pattern going on. In a similar way, what is this term? This term will be 241 into 3 plus 4. What is 241 into 3? 3 ones are and 3 fours are 12. 3 twos are 6, 7. 723 plus 4, which is giving a result as 727. Mark the answer as 727, available as option 2 for us. Moving forward to question number 44. 12, 40, 90, 168. What is the missing term? So as I told you in the previous, to solve all the questions, so if there is square and cube minus 1, directly you can solve. And most of other questions, you can go with the level of difference. Just now I told you. So let's start with the level of difference to solve this question. 12 and 40. What is the difference here? There is a difference of 28. Okay. 40 to 90. What is the difference? 40 to 90, there is a difference of 50. Next, there is a difference of 90 to 168. There is a difference of 78. But in this level 1 difference, I didn't understand any pattern. I am just going with the level 2 difference. 28 to 50, there is a difference of 22. And 50 to 28. Sorry, 50 to 78. That means there is an increase of 28. So what is the next pattern? So to understand the next pattern, I am going for third level of difference. If you look at the third level of difference, there is a difference of 6 here. And there is a difference of 6. To make a difference of 6, 28 plus 6 is giving a result as 34. If this number is 34, 50 plus 28 is 78. 78 plus 34 should be the value, which means it will be 112. If it is 112, the required answer is 168 plus 112. That will be the answer, which is equal to 10 and 8 and 2. Mark the answer as 280, which is available as option 4 for us. Hope it is clear. Moving forward to question number 45. So if you observe this question number 45 and last question from sequence and series, which is given in 2023 paper, 6, 24, 120, 336 and 1320 and 2184. So without giving cube numbers, they won't give any question from TSI set like in series especially. I'm repeatedly seeing this pattern. So and why I am saying cube number is these numbers are belongs to cube numbers. If you can observe these numbers carefully. Sir, how can we, these are cube numbers. What are cube numbers? 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125, 6 cube is 216, 7 cube is 343, 8 cube is 512, 9 cube is 729, 10 cube is 1000, 11 cube is 1331, 12 cube is 1728. Like that you have to remember all the cubes, how I am just memorized. So if you memorize that, you can easily recognize a pattern here. This number is taken as 2 cube minus 2. This number is taken as 3 cube minus 3. This number is taken as 5 cube minus 5. Why they have missed this 4? The reason may be they are taking the prime number cubes. So this is 2 cube minus 1, 3 cube minus 1, 5 cube minus 1. And if you observe the next one, which is taken as 7 cube, which is 343 minus 7, which is 336. Next one is 11 cube. What is 11 cube value? 11 cube is actually 1331. 11 cube minus 1 they have taken here. Similarly, after 11, the next cube number is 13. 13 cube minus 13. So, your answer choice must be, after 13, you will be having 17. 17 cube minus 17 should be your answer. 17 cube is nothing but 4913 minus 17 will give the answer, which is going to be 4896. You can mark it as answer choice. So, or otherwise, you can also check the last digit and mark the answer. So, 17, if you take out as a common factor, we can write this as 17 square minus 1. 17 square, you know it as 289, minus 1 is 288. You multiply with 17, you can mark it as answer. Or otherwise, you can also check with the digital sum. Digital sum method, I will discuss later. So, this is how you can proceed with the solvation of the question. So, let's take some practice questions. So, please look at these practice questions and comment your answers in the chat box. So, question number 1. Very easy questions. You can easily solve. Just follow or listen the session once again and go through the questions. Question number 2. Question number 3. Solve these practice questions and comment your answer. Thank you so much. See you in the next video of coding and decoding.